Hello, this is your podcast hostess of Let's Focus on God Christian Podcasts. So I had a episode, thanks to the help of Listen Hub, for the Let's Focus on God channel, which was episode number 15. And the platform, or should I say program, was basically about I it's a monthly fee you have to use to provide whatever content you want to have them generate. It's basically AI oriented stuff. So I basically created an episode with fictional characters to explain what my ideas are for the future, and what I'm already doing, which is the Rena Cyber Friend thing, which basically extended past that. I'm on Hug, another communication platform, which is basically lending your ear for people who want to talk about whatever's on their mind, but I prefer it to be about the Lord, especially if we're calling on Sunday. And I'm also on this other one called Talk Room. Talking Buddy. Talking Buddy is the what I also am on, but I haven't had any calls on there yet. So far, I've had like one person on the Rent a Cyber Friend and one person on the Hug. And so, anyway, I just want to announce and say that, this is all related to the podcast. It's faith-based. I provide faith-based insight on how I feel a Christian should go about things, although I'm not perfect in any way, shape, or form. I try to strive better to do more Christian oriented things regarding the Lord, and I do slip up. But I have gotten better over time on how I handle things that maybe more on Christian like, but I do realize I have my faults. So yeah. And this is basically to provide insight for those who already know me personally, who've met me before. I do have my set of struggles, but this information is also out for those that don't know me at all, or maybe are just getting to know me. So I'm usually a pretty nice person. It's just, like I've stated in other podcast episodes, or one of them anyway, that I suffer from sleep apnea, which is why I'm not on a lot, making podcasts left and right, but I try. Hello, everybody. This is your online Christian hostess of the podcast channel, Let's Focus on God, Autumn J. Roundtree. I'm sorry. As you know, suffer from sleep apnea. I've stated it many times on this channel, so sometimes it takes me a while to get my bearings to even say anything correctly. Anyway, I want to present as an announcement that I will be offering a Spanish version of this channel. Spanish speaking voices, not necessarily mine, but done to replicate all the English versions of my podcasts. In every episode, starting with podcast episode number 1. And I also want to add that I tried to edit the Spanish versions as best as I could without the commercials included, because the podcasts were done through Spreaker, not Speaker, but Spreaker with an R, which is a podcast platform which uses commercials to, I guess, get content readily available for people to listen to. Also, as you know, I am affiliated with the I'm just going to say the ad council for that platform. So it was difficult to remove the commercials that were already placed on my old podcast episodes. So the Spanish versions might bear the same if they're not properly edited. So I don't want to cause any confusion here with this announcement, but in case you hear something extra, other than the podcast episode itself, which is my godly content, it's the ads that were included with the Spreaker version. So I thought all my channel members / listeners / fans and friends should know about that. Not to cause any discrepancies, but that's all I wanted to say as a disclosure. So everyone, thank you for listening and have a great day. By the way, this is episode number 17. And I just want to provide my audience with a side note that I do have an interest in creating this future episode. I guess would be episode number 18 then, if I can get it together. But I want to do a particular episode concerning mental health. That's something else I really struggle with, but it's gotten better because I have other ways, around things like depression and whatnot, that can, be bothersome. But I wanted to create a separate episode on that type of commentary regarding different things I've seen on YouTube that basically, from which I feel center more so on mental health, or people that appear to be suffering from something that might in fact be as a result of mental health issues. So stay tuned, everyone, for future episodes concerning mental health and other topics, which also will still be focusing on godly topics on the Let's Focus on God podcast. Thank you.